Hey, how's it going? It's the Polk here. Welcome back to my continued playthrough as Fang in Victoria 3. If you like what you see today, please like and subscribe. Those thumbs up really help me out. Oh, mercantilism, we could go towards free trade and get more trade route competitiveness. That would help get more out the door. We have institution, okay, so we still have level 2. I don't think we need to touch any of this until people complain. So they actually want this, and we could use the money, so we'll go for it. That'll kind of help equality too. So that'll get us in a positive to where maybe we can go for a military and professional army next, potentially. Keep hitting me with stuff. Rural values. Fine, whatever. Enjoy your rural values. It's actually better to not produce the liquor for the factory, so we're gonna do that. I'm gonna cancel that trade. I know we just got some sort of tech. Yeah, okay. So precision tools, more luxury furniture. That's fine by me. Better tools with steel. I'm totally okay with this. There's going to be an input good shortage of steel. Either we're going to solve that or we're going to import the solving of that. Solve it by importing it. We don't have any kind of atmospheric engine would be nice. But we don't have any kind of fertilizer yet, so hopefully we'll get that. We might even be able to afford a better port. It's 78. We'll go for it. We'll see. I'm actually impressed that we were able to keep the university and balance that budget over a period of time. Okay. We shall see. Okay, so sulfur, I don't think we have sulfur. No. So we're gonna definitely have to import that from probably the Dutch. No, it's only one. Take 5, please. And then yeah, the steel we're going to have to import for now, and hopefully we can produce that and then import the iron. Bump that one in there. Okay, agrarian. It looks like it's pretty evenly split between all the parties, which is okay. Of course, I'll take a +1 to standard of living for the lower strata. Give me 17. Let's go. And also we can always bump taxes, but we're really not taxing that much. Okay, so who can take it? No. Yes. Okay, so the army's gonna take it. I'm not sure if bumping the port up helped us or did anything for that matter. As long as King is over here with enough like trade route, as long as they have enough, then we're still exporting. But we're also not really exporting much outside of their market. So it may not matter. Okay, let's get this up there. Why are we getting a debuff? Rainforest. Let's get rid of that. Just cut it down. I'm kidding. Trees are good. Okay. Yeah, I gotta be independent for that. Boom, per capita taxation, just like that. And suddenly we're not broke. Empty pockets. I'd actually like them to kind of protest for rights and stuff, because then we might get more towards multiculturalism. Um, they were pretty good with most of our laws, so we'll work on the military now. Not that it's a priority. Um, I believe a professional army would be better in our situation. Could be the wrong answer, but I think that's going to help us the most. Looking back on this, we're still at 27,000 projected migration. And we do have 26,000 job seekers, so they're coming here like it's a vacation town. That's for sure. And I'm comfortable after these. We'll try to get the company, and then we'll go from there. But I definitely want to start building up that military before we get too far. Okay, so we'll set a internal deadline of 1860 to try and have at least 5 divisions and start working on that. Okay, so I don't necessarily want the Confucians to be that popular, so I'm going to just take his huge popularity hit. Okay, position members. Okay, let me look at the armed forces. Can they take the hit? Oh, 20? Yeah. I can get a positive 10% for hurting them by 3. That's fine. Okay. Just make sure everything's good here. Trade unions are mad, of course. They're getting kind of edged out. We could switch this over, but we'll get some radicals. I don't think it's worth it. We'll wait. I don't want to get against the loyalists here. Yeah, JP, that's kind of what I'm hoping for is I'm not necessarily doing tutorials here, but I'm hoping that I can provide maybe a different avenue of thought for some people that have been playing for a bit, or for new people that don't know what they're doing to have a better idea of how they could be doing something. I'm probably going to have to build a construction sector here very soon. With their 3 million in investment pool, they can afford quite a lot, and they'll be able to afford to build on their own too. But to come 1 million GDP. Look at that. And somehow our tiny little island, I mean, it's a decent sized island, but our tiny little portion of the island, pretty good. We're doing good. Yeah, was that GDP per capita? We're number 3 in the world. Oh well, 2 now. Only behind the Russian American company, which is Alaska. What is this? No, no, no. What is that? Absolutely not. I need you to support my regime and say no. You suck. They actually said yes on that, so they could turn us into a vassal if we don't get this corrected. This is swinging because we're relying on them heavily economically. So it's actually, in total, it's minus 13 towards their favor. We could hurt that by decreasing relations with them. They have high infamy, I'm guessing, so that's hurting it as well. But that economic dependence right here, we can look at reliant, and we can see that King is actually the reason why we have a lot of money. Our laissez-faire is selling our stuff to them. So they own most of our businesses. And then also we're seeing that we need all of these goods from them. And so 38% of this dependence is from having to get goods from China. So if we want to decrease this, what we need to do is start getting grain from somewhere else, furniture, wood, all that stuff. Now, we can't really fix the grain one. They're probably one of the cheapest markets in the game. Maybe behind Russia, I don't know, I'd have to check. But we can fix the furniture. We can fix the liquor. We can fix the clippers. Anything that we can produce, we can fix. But all these raw materials, we're going to have to import from someone else. Which I don't know if the game's going to be able to calculate importing into their market as importing into our market. So we'll try it. We'll start with tea. I saw tea on there. So if we import... No, let's not do tea. That's a bad one. Do wine. Oh, wine's also bad. Wood? Yeah, we'll take wood from the Burmese and see if that helps. It was like 30 something percent. Diplomacy. Economic dependence 3.6. Nested tooltips for days. Um, yeah, it says 41 now. So I think it's actually importing to our into their market. We definitely don't want. Yeah, get rid of all that. So screw it. Another way to do it is to produce something they don't. So the more clothes I produce, the more they're going to be relying on my economy, and it's going to actually counterbalance what I'm relying on them for. So I'm going to continue going down this path of building textile mills, and then I'm going to build a company. That company is going to enable me to build substantially faster textile mills. Get rid of that, and we can get rid of that. We actually don't need all the convoys, so I'm going to bump the port back down. Just free money at this point. Bump these guys up to philosophy and start checking our PMs. Like I said, we could produce this. Why not? Might help with this. I really need these other actions available because I don't want this to get too far. See, where is... I don't know. Okay, what's this? Of course they're going to support them. That's fine. Everything's fine. Coal? Okay, cool. And we're still doing good. As long as they don't pull us down to puppet, I mean, that would be even worse. But we are protective. Everything's good here. They do have amicable relations with us. There's no reason they wouldn't pull us down, but at the same time, there's no reason they would. So we might be safe here. Either way, when I can, I'm going to try to trigger one of these and bring this up. And I'm also going to continue to work towards that balance. We have a journal entry, the philosophy department. It wants us to get university up to 5 levels. Don't know if that's going to be possible here. Still getting really good migration. That's good. You know what? I will put another university and we'll see how our budget does. As soon as we get pharmaceuticals, I think we should start working towards railway. That might be the only reason to keep the port up is infrastructure. Because it does add 5 infrastructure. But do it. Because we don't need stockpiling money anyways. Goldfield's depleted. Okay, that's fine. You know why? Because that means now we can build another gold mine. Don't mind if I do. Get it? Mine? Okay. We can 100% afford a military right now, so we're going to start doing that. I'm going to do just 5 off the bat. We're going to finish this one here, but I am going to kick these guys down. I need... How long is this going to take? 400 construction, and these are 100 apiece. Okay, maybe I'll do that. I need to start spending money because this is not good for us. I suppose I could do construction sector, but it does take 2 infrastructure, and we're not like swimming in infrastructure right now. That's the only issue. That's fine, man. I'll take more throughput through my paper mills. That's fine. Still can't get multiculturalism. There's really no, it's kind of back and forth between these, so we're just going to leave that. Health system still can't get public health care till the next research is done. We could benefit from going off of mercantilism. We'll do it. We'll go to free trade. Just messes with tariffs and stuff so we can get more advantage so people are more likely to buy what we're producing. Considering we are producing quite a lot, I don't know. I mean, 5 textile mills is not a lot in like the grand scheme of things, but we are pushing out 124 clothes and 124 luxury clothes. And how they're actually being consumed mostly by Chinese populations. So, we can't do anything about this, but like I said, I hope they don't do anything against us. They don't have a whole lot of reasons to. Okay, free government reform. I'm gonna kick out. Did I kick out the industrialists? It looks like we could literally go with any build and it wouldn't matter. We're not missing anybody except Confucians with this current build. And even with them, like we could have everyone. Doesn't matter. I'll take prestige, that's fine. I will also take, just kidding. I won't take anything. I'll take the 15. Do anything there. We have any changes here? No. Okay, we'll have pharmaceutical soon, so we'll be able to go for that. There we go. Steel mills are going to be able to produce more. They don't really need it. Actually, they do. But coal and iron are expensive in the Chinese market, so we're going to have to do something about that, maybe. I could look at trade routes to import. Why are these menus being weird? So importing iron, I could pull it in from Spain, which is exactly what I would like to do. Also Prussia. Ah, come on. Prussia. And then I also needed coal. I can get that from Prussia as well. And Spain. I'm trying to trade mostly with Spain and Prussia because they'll be the ones that become my ally. Potentially. Siam wants nothing to do with me. The Philippines want nothing to do with me. I mean, everybody's like really good relations. There's free trade, so I'm more likely to trade with me if the option becomes available. I'll start building up this military. I should have been able to form this company. I'm not sure what happened there. I have to have 5 available building levels to transfer to the company. I think what's happening, I might be getting screwed by laissez-faire because it's selling them to China. Go to the something I never touch, building registry. So under the building registry, we have 2 owned by China there, 1 owned by us, another owned by China, another one. So yeah, they own 4 out of 5, and I can't form a company unless I own 5 of them. I can nationalize, but I believe, yeah, I'm not allowed to nationalize. So I need my current capitalist to buy it and not Chinese capitalist. So I guess we'll just keep going. After the gold, of course. It's unfortunate, but I think there's no way to really work around this. The only way to do it is going to be that new update. Because it sounds like they reworked how the companies acquire stuff. And it won't be tied to you physically owning it. I'll go for poor laws, because why not? Actually, hang on. Okay, yeah, we'll go for poor laws, but I'll grab public health insurance afterwards. I can get 3rd level education, so I'm going to. Technology, society. Yeah, we're going for atmospheric engines and railways right after. And then we'll switch back to possibly military. Because if we can get skirmish infantry before anyone else on this island, I think we might be able to take them with inferior numbers. It does take ammo though, so we're going to need the percussion cap as well. I think we'll prioritize those. 40% literacy, 1.5 million GDP, and 15 standard of living, almost 500,000 population on this tiny little sliver. Okay. They're still pushing us. You know what? Let's try it. Oh, no, we can't. I would love to build construction sectors, but I need railways first. Can't even build. So we're gonna atmospheric engine. We're gonna continue to build the clothes just as our default building, and I'm gonna build the motor industries as soon as this finishes. Poor law is super easy. I feel like we're just passing literally any law we want. Now this might be the hard one. So we can kick the industrialists out of the government like this. Get more righteous. We'll become a righteous government, and then now we can go for this with less opposition. More success anyways. We'll see about the stall. It'll probably go up. Okay. Little bit of gold right there. Okay. I'm gonna take the hit on this one because I really want to get public health insurance. It bumps up this standard of living quite a bit, and that issue that we have of death versus births, it's gonna help with that too. Check on our migration attraction. So it's gone down to 16K, and that's probably because we have sort of a stockpile of unemployed and job seekers. But that just means that we're not growing as fast as population is. So as soon as we catch up to that, we'll be good. Yeah, it's fine. Make the people mad trying to pass the law that we're doing for them. Don't care. Okay. Now back to our regularly scheduled textile mills. Very close to atmospheric engine. I've got a few more minutes left, and then I'm gonna have to cut the video. I'll call it a day, but I will 100% be back on streaming the next day, tomorrow, and then yeah, all this will be uploaded. Okay, atmospheric engines, there it is. Okay, so we can ask them to support our regime, and that should push it. Still not enough, but that's fine. Hard-working workers. I'm gonna take the -2 on the trade unions, and since we just got the atmospheric engines, that means that we can produce more gold, we can produce more lead, and we can build those engines. And I'm gonna put that right there. So we'll finish up our last textile mill here, motor industries, and then 4 more textile mills. And we'll watch who's gonna buy that. I mean, okay, hear me out. We do get more infrastructure with the more people we have in the state. So there is a happy, like, spot where we can continuously build, pulling people in, and it's going to continuously increase the infrastructure. You see, we get 20 infrastructure just from POPs, from urbanization and stuff. There you go, public health insurance. Now, can we bump it up? Surprisingly, we can. Not all the way, but this will reduce mortality and increase standard of living, so I'm all for it. Land of plenty. Yeah, I'm fine with that, I think. We'll go for the plus 40 popularity. As far as next laws, there's not a whole lot left. Eventually we'll get down to proportional taxation, hopefully. Again, multiculturalism, I think human rights is the only thing we need to do to get past that. And waiting until there's less resistance and opposition for those laws. We could move towards elected bureaucrats, though. Sure. Considering this has more support than this, I think we will move it over. That's fine. So, we did get 5 battalions, something. We're just line infantry. I'll add another 5 at the bottom. One of the quickest ways to employ people really quick. Looks good. I think we're probably good to bump this down. Just to have a positive flow of cash. Well, we'll do it bump down by 1. I don't mind people getting paid a little bit more. Gives them more to spend. Doesn't really matter which one of those. We'll just go for the positive 7 here. We'll have engine soon, and then we got 19 months left on this. We'll have railways, and honestly, I'm very excited for this because that removes the bridle that we have waiting on infrastructure to follow POPs. And there's quite a lot of potential with this country, the way we've got it going. And I see very soon with railroads, we're going to be able to build construction sectors, and with construction sectors, we're going to be able to build a lot faster. Our current investment pool is 9 million, and they're pulling in 15K. So I think we can support at least 3 construction sectors. Iron, more than likely. Yeah, I see a good boom coming. So that's what we have to look forward to. But thanks for watching today. I really appreciate it. It's been an interesting game. I didn't expect to actually do this well. It is unfortunate that we haven't grown at all, but oh, it will come. I promise you it will come. And the Dutch East Indies are going to rue the day that they became my neighbor. Hey, how's it going? It's the Polk here. Thanks for watching my playthrough as Fang in Victoria 3. Stay tuned for more and subscribe if you liked what you saw. Also hit that like button. Have a great day.